to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, bitch, you go. And I got it, and I got it, on my go. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. I'm the best, I'm the best, bitch, you go. And I got it, and I got it, on my go. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds across the... They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 69 yards. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Rodgers again now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Caught by Allen. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Eckler is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Hopkins' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
A short kick taken at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
26, come out!
Rodgers now on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And he stopped. It's also a gain of 4, and now it's 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaud.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On play action. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
from 21 yards away.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Rodgers will throw for it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a give running left is Eckler. Down to the 25. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Los Angeles.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Eckler, they run left side, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 32 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And complete once again to Watson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers to throw once more. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
Touchdown!
Romeo Dobbs.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
It's Eckler again, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. On the move past the 40.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The handoff handoff. It's Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.